Hi, how are you? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we leveled our cooking to 300, and then we came to Fellwood and Winterspring, and we leveled up our mining and fishing. And today, we are going to finish that. We're going to hopefully get our mining and fishing to 300. Well, that is the goal. Currently, our fishing is at 282, I believe. Yep. And our mining is at 297. So, hopefully, we can get that done. It really comes down to how lucky we get with finding these thorium veins. Hope you guys are doing well today. I had a pretty good day. I got to watch the Uldar World First race, and I was actually quite surprised because a guild by the name of Beef Bar was able to clear it up to Algalon, which means they did hard modes, in an hour and 19 minutes. That was pretty impressive, I must say. I honestly thought that the raid was going to take 3 hours at least, but an hour and 19, that's really good. Like, they didn't even wipe. I think they might have wiped once. And there's actually a video on YouTube. They didn't stream at Beef Bar, but they do have a video on YouTube that shows the entire raid. You can just type in, Beef Bar Uldar World First, and you can find it. But yeah, grats to Beef Bar. A lot of EU guilds did pretty damn well as well. I think the top 6 guilds were from the EU. And then NA finally got a kill on Algalon. The Guild Fusion. They got world first for NA. Congrats to them. I wonder if that's their first NA world first. Might be. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the world first race for ICC, because that means they're going to have to do it on heroic. Should be pretty good. Trial of the Crusader, not really looking forward to that much. It's only 5 bosses, but it will be on heroic, so we'll get to see how challenging that'll be, but I don't think it'll last more than 2 hours, that's for sure. I'll be surprised if it gets cleared any later than that. Yeah, these guys are pretty good. Pretty solid gamers that raided today. Anyone who cleared it up to Agalon, like, that's tough. In, like, one raid night, first night it comes out, you guys clear it, like, the whole thing in one night. It's 11 bosses. It's pretty impressive. I had fun watching it. I always have fun watching the world first race. Hopefully I didn't miss any thorium while we were running around here. I was talking about Uldar. Looks like this tiger's not going to leave me alone. What the heck? Where'd all these guys come from? Time to pull out our... Save me! Good, he's going to save me. Which means I can get away. Gotta watch out for these tigers. Came out of nowhere. I guess we'll make a little bit of food here. I'll have a bite to eat. We need to get our buffs up too. Yeah, we're not really getting any luck here with the thorn. And if we can complete our professions today, next episode we will be going through the gate into Outland. I'm getting chased down. Oh my gosh, these things are so annoying. They stealth run. I'm trying to finish you guys off. It'd actually be tougher than it looks, though. Nice, another arcane crystal. And just two more, guys. 2 more levels and we're 300 mining. And I do plan on restarting the playthrough. Well, I wouldn't say it's restarting, but I'm going to start from episode 1. And it's going to be pretty much, I wouldn't say a new series. It's the same, pretty much the same Let's Play, but I'm just resetting the numbers. And the reason why I'm going to do that is just so, you know, if anybody's interested in just Outland leveling, then they can just go to, you know, that part of the playthrough. And then once we get through Outland, we'll reset it again. And then it'll be episode 1 again when we go to Northern. I just think that's a better way of doing it. Because some people just want to watch, the Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdoms playthrough. Well, some just want to watch Outland, then some just want to see the most recent stuff, which is currently Northern. And also, when Let's Plays and playthroughs get into the triple digits, I noticed the numbers on the thumbnail get a little too big. In my opinion, I think they get a little too big. Which means I would probably better if I shrink the font size, but I tend to not do that. I usually just keep it the same. It starts taking up a lot of space on the thumbnail. And like, if I kept going like through Outland and Northern, this series would be like for sure close to 200 to 300 episodes maybe. I think is a little bit too much. Sometimes wonder what people think when they see like, oh, this is a playthrough with like 300 plus episodes or 200 plus episodes. Probably like, I don't know if I really want to watch this. It's kind of long. Yeah, my boomkin's getting up there soon. After watching the World First raids, it kind of pumps me up to get to 80 on my boomkin. Because I will be the character that I am going to be doing endgame with. Not too sure what's going to happen with the mage when I get there. Like maybe we'll do some endgame stuff. Kind of wish I leveled them on the main server, but I do like Skyfury. But I would probably play him more if I had him on Fairlina. Who's this guy? Chal Fairwind. Nice little hut out in the middle of nowhere. Alright, well, let's keep on going south. Now there should be some thorium here. I usually see thorium at this, in this little village. Little Furbolg village here. Problem is we're gonna pull a lot of these guys, potentially. I think we'll be okay, though. Doesn't look like we're gonna find much here, though. There's one, see? There's always one. It's always good spot to come to. Damn it. Get our buddy out here. I don't know. You see him? I can't see him. Oh, there he is. There we go. There's a rich thorium vein, so we should get a level from this. Alright, so one more to go, guys. One more rich thorium vein, and we will be 300 mining. And then we can focus on fishing. You can see if there's one up here. Sometimes there's some up on the mountaintop, right up here. But I don't think there is. Now the guy in here, I wonder if he's in here. Doesn't look like he is. Looks like he got killed. But he, classic, he drops a guaranteed Winterfall Firewater. This Furbolg tribe is pretty much addicted to it. That's why they're so big. They drink that firewater. Alright, so we're back at Everlook. We're going to keep going south. There's another cave to the south. It's a Yeti cave. We can check that out. I also still have to check and see how our auctions are doing. I think we'll probably do that when we go back to town. Hopefully we have a decent amount of sales, make a little bit of coin. Yeah, it should just be up here. It might... I don't know if we should venture into that cave, but the thing is, we go in that cave, it's pretty much a guarantee that we get a vein, I would assume. Don't quote me on that, but should be at least one in there unless somebody already mined it. Okay. Alright, off we go into the cave. Just gonna AoE everything we can. Hopefully we don't die. But I really don't want to just slay them one by one. So we'll get this guy. I don't know if we can do 5. I think we can skip that one. But there's one right there. There's a vein right there. Because this is the pull to do it. It's a small one, though. We got them all grouped up. This is our time. These guys have a speed burst. I didn't know that. Somehow... Oh, we took serious damage. Our water elemental's a monster. He's putting in work. Too bad we're not putting in work. We'll have a Nova again. Hopefully that got them all this time. No, it never gets them all. It's always one. Okay, good. I'm just gonna use a health pot. But there's always one that gets out of the Nova. I guess because they're probably resistant to frost. Somewhat. They must have like a little bit of frost resist. Or maybe the sprint that they have takes them out of snares. Alright, so let's see if this gets us 300. I have a feeling it might not. And it does. Damn right. There we go, guys. Another profession down. Now we just have to go out and do some fishing. We are almost ready to venture off into Outland. And I think we can get rocket boots in Outland. I think, but we could also purchase those off the auction house. It would be cool to get rocket boots. And the parachute. I think that might be engineering. I'm not too sure. I think the parachute might be tailoring. It's like a back piece that gives you a parachute. And if you combine the rocket boots with the parachute, you can actually go pretty damn far off of like high cliffs. It's a lot of fun in Northrend. But we won't really have to worry about that. We're gonna have flying pretty much all the way to 80 once we get out to Outland and Northrend, because we already have cold weather flying. Just bag space, we got a little bit left. Alright, so where should we go? Like, what fishing spot? I know there isn't too many to the south. So we'll just go to, like, one of these ones. There's a nice one down here. Maybe we'll go see Denova Snowden. And we'll hang out there at her little fishing spot. I don't think she fishes, though. I think she's more of a... She's more interested in the fire water. But yeah, it's a great time to come back to Wrath. I understand now why they had the Joyous Journeys buff, because you can catch up so easily now with Heroic Plus. And now that Naxxramas is dropping bonus loot, it's awesome. You really don't even have to join a raid team. Like, you would probably want to once you get to, like, trying to do Uldar. But you could find pugs for Naxxramas and Heroic Plus pretty damn easily. Depending on your class, though. I assume some people are a little bit sweaty. Like, if your class has crappy AoE, then maybe AoE damage, I could see them having a tough time getting into groups. Because most of the time, people just want to get those dungeons done, like fast. They want to be in and out, you know? But, well, some groups are chill. Most groups are chill. It's just classic WoW. But I remember for Mythic Plus in retail, it was like that. Like, some classes got discriminated against. Just based on their, you know, overall performance. And it's usually just like DPS classes. If you're a healer or a tank, you'll never have issues getting in groups. Okay. Here we are. This is going to be our spot. I wonder if we can get on top of this. Thing is, we'll probably fall off of it if we get on top. Can't get on top of that? Yeah, you can't. I guess you can't. I don't know. I'm not gonna keep trying. Let's have some of that. And let's go fishing. Thanks to Nova Snowden watching us fish. Should get the bobble going. I guess we'll catch a fish and then get the lure on. Here we go. Back to fishing once again. And one thing we missed out on, yeah, we did do, never mind, we did do 59 BG. We did one and I got completely demolished. It was like an alliance, like twink squad. And they just completely wrecked me. And then I was just like, you know what, I'm not doing PGs anymore. I'm not doing any more 59s. I guess our next ones will be at 69. That would be fun to do though. Mage is pretty good at PvP in Wrath. I need to get better, clearly. But I will admit, when you're fighting against twinks in like lower bracket BGs, it's kind of tough to compete. They have way more stamina than you. They usually do a lot more damage than you as well. Most of the time you get completely wrecked. Unless they just don't focus you. If they don't focus you, then you can get some nice damage out. And also all supposedly the blizzard buildings and statues in China are being torn down because they weren't able to come to an agreement, I think, with Tencent or NetEase. So yeah, Blizzard won't be in China anymore. Blizzard Games. It's kind of too bad. I think I mentioned this. Tencent's kind of making a new game that looks just like World of Warcraft. And it kind of sucks because the Chinese guilds in the world first races, they're pretty good. So it's too bad that they're not in it. It's not the same without them, you know. Like, they'd always have a guild in the top 10. And it's just such a different style of play over there. Like, I had a guildmate who was Chinese and he was telling me about it. It's all GDKP. It's awesome. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's awesome, but it's all like a lot of the rating scene is mostly GDKP. And those raids can be fun, like the bidding. The bidding is kind of fun. It's all about gold. And I assume gold is like much cheaper in China, I would assume. I've also heard that in different regions, subscription prices are actually a lot cheaper. Not too sure if that's true, but would make sense. We are getting a decent amount of junk here. But you still get XP for the junk. And we're going to be selling a lot of this white scale salmon. And, yeah, we got over... Yeah, so we're going to... Supposedly... We're going to get 50 gold a stack. Close to 50 gold a stack of these. So the fishing's going to start paying off, I think. But it's going to take a while to sell it all. But another good thing is we got a pretty large bank. We got a lot of space in our bank at the moment. So if we get bored of selling on the auction house, we can always just stash it there or leave it on the mail. Leave it in the mailbox for like a month. I've always wondered what happens when you don't, like, you know, you put an item in the auction house and then it goes into the mailbox and it says, like, alright, you got like 30 days to pick it up, or disappears. I've always wondered, does it actually disappear after those 25 or like 30 days? Like, what happens to the item? Like, it just goes away? Because every time I play like a character and I see the days are getting kind of low, like in the single digits, I always make sure I pick up the items and put them back up on the auction house or throw them in the bank. I wonder how much it costs to transfer a character from like one horde server to another. It's probably like 25 bucks, I'd assume. I'm not a big fan of paying for transfers, to be honest. I've just been thinking about having like a max level alt on Farlina. And that could have been my rogue, but I'm keeping my rogue at 79 because I just want to use him for the glaives. Kind of just a memory of the glaives. We'll probably see a couple of BGs with Freddy Krutler in the future, from time to time. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll level another character on Farlina and try to get them up to 70. I mean 80. But I don't know if I'll do another 70 to 80 run again, because I've done a lot of those in the last couple of months. I think we've done almost 3 now. And then the mage will be doing that as well, and I would assume in February we'll probably be venturing out into Northrend on Traviseen. We'll try to check out as many zones as we can. I think I'll probably start in the Howling Fjord on Traviseen. Just because, you know, I think it fits the theme. He's undead. Forsaken are, you know, mostly there. I'll probably skip. Maybe we'll skip Grizzly Hills, or maybe we won't. It's either you do Grizzly Hills or you do Zuldrak. Or we can, like, try to finish all of Dragonblight. Dragonblight's actually a pretty cool zone. I'm just trying to do all the zones across, like, all 4 characters that I've played in Northern on the channel. And we'll check out the Kalawak fishing derby. I think that's going to be terrible. it might be worse than the Stranglethorn fishing extravaganza. It might not be though. Oh. But fishing is supposedly pretty popular in Wrath because there's a fishing daily that gives you an epic gem. I think that might be out now. So you can make a decent amount of gold just by fishing. How our bags are doing? Oh, not even close to full. But our bauble fell off, so we need to get that back on. Or our lure, I should say. I wonder if it actually helps. It probably does a little bit. Like, with the fishing rod and our skill, we're already above 300. We're, like, close to 400, I would say, with the lure. The lure gives us 75. It's like 100 skill on top of what we already have, so we'd be at 389 right now. Which is pretty much max for Outland. I think 375 is the max in Outland. We're gonna probably fish in the Grand. I want to fish in the Grand, that's for sure. I like Nagrand at night. I think that's my favorite zone in Outland. Terakar Forest is pretty cool too, near the ruins of Auchindoun. I like that zone as well. We'll probably go to Nagrand and Terakar Forest. That might be the 3 I'll try to do. Hellfire Peninsula into Terakar Forest, and then maybe we'll finish it off in Nagrand. Thousand fish, guys. How about that? Oh, fish up 1,000 items, okay. It's more than just fish. Right at 290 too. So I guess to get to 290 you need 1,000 fish. Guess we should look for fishing pools. I doubt there's any here. I'll track some. Nope. Lost our catch there. How much these are worth. It's mostly 25 gold for a stack of unscaled salmon. These are dirt cheap. The plated armor fish, I think they just throw them back in the water. Same with the raw red gills. Fishing's actually not a bad way to make gold. I wonder what it's like at max level. Probably a lot of fishermen though out there. Prices probably drop by quite a bit. I think what we're doing though, like fishing up the raw white scale salmons, I think that's not too bad. So I would assume most of the people fishing are out northern. Like we're kind of fishing for people that want to level up their cooking fast, and then they just pay gold for it. And it's been fun doing these professions. I usually don't level the secondary ones. Like through most of my playthroughs, it's herbalism alchemy. That's what I choose. Like pretty much all of them. But this time I wanted to switch it up and do engineering and mining, and it's been fun. I was thinking about going tailoring, but I thought it would be kind of a pain, like leveling up first aid and tailoring, but I guess we could have purchased the cloth with gold, or we could have just AoE farmed a little bit more for the cloth that we wanted. Seven more levels to go. I do kind of want to watch the beef bar like playthrough of Uldar. Because when I watch it on Twitch, I usually check out like Stay Safe or Sarth. And they give a pretty good analysis of the raid. But you don't really get to see like one full raid. It's kind of like they cut in and out of different raids to like, you know, show the race more than just like, you know, the raid. Because I'm kind of interested to see, yeah, what that raid's like. Because I've never done Uldar before. Supposedly it's considered like one of the best raids in the game. And I'm not too sure what I think about that after, you know, It just got smashed in an hour and 19 minutes. Clearly the difficulty, it gets hard. It's obviously probably hard on some fights, but it's not like like many of them were struggling with it. I really hope ICC is a challenge. I think the Lich King will be pretty tough. Professor Putricide could be pretty tough as well. I forget the name of the dragon. Got ICC in here? Yeah, Sindragosa, that could be a tough one too. But I don't think they'll run into many issues, even in ICC. Like the way they went through Uldar, like the hard modes. There's a couple wipes, but you didn't see them more than you didn't even see more than 2 wipes from these guilds. They'd wipe once and then they'd just go back in and kill it. So they weren't really hard stuck at any boss. Alright, so we're gonna get a new lure soon. We almost ran out of water walking elixirs. Probably buy some more before we head out to Outland. Then there's all the dungeons in Outland. I wonder how the dungeons are. Okay, let's see. I won't join any of these, but yeah, there's people looking for first couple of dungeons, Blood Furnace and Hellfire Ramparts. It's probably a lot better than Stratholme. I was still looking for Stratholme. See if there's like anybody looking for like any of these Skolomants. Blackrock Depths. There's one person looking. Hard to get into the, you know, the 50 to 60 dungeons. Not a lot of people are trying to do them at all. I think we were pretty lucky to get into the Blackrock Depths that we got into. Gotta catch a lot of fish if you want to level it up. Like, I'm guessing it's probably between like 2,000 to 3,000 fish to get to like 450 fishing. I haven't seen anybody like pull up for this quest yet either. No one's pulled up to the Nova Snowden. There's an ambush that happens in the quest chain here. Get ambushed by a bunch of Winterfall furbolgs. because we were messing with their Winterfell Firewater operation. Yeah, this is... The bags are getting a little hefty here. Probably have to put some stuff on the auction house before we check out our mailbox. Another major healing pod, that's good. There we go, 3 more levels, guys. And I think the fishing trainer in Outland is in Zangermarsh, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that'll be the first zone where we actually fish in. It's a lot of water in that zone, so tons of places for us to fish. Get a lot of major healing pots from fishing here. Be cool if we fished up some fire water. Seen a video of somebody level from 75 to 80 in like around 10 to 20 minutes. And they just kept turning in this quest. I don't know what it is, but it's like an item in their bags. You do it in Dalaran, and you can keep turning it in. So you have like a bunch of these papers and quests that you can turn in. And you level up really quick. Supposed to cost you around like 100k gold to do if you bought them off the auction house. But it is interesting how you can do that. It's another, I guess, pay to win. Not really pay to win, because you can't really buy gold in WoW unless you do it, you know, against the terms of service. There's some boomkins up there. I think we'll switch our spot for our water walking poles off. Kind of freaked me out when that went off. It would be cool to play like a trilogy of a game or an old school game. That has like multiple different games like The Witcher or Dead Space. Resident Evil. Oh, one more level. There's Skyrim. I have played Skyrim, but then there's, you know, Morrowind and all the other games that Bethesda made. Kind of like retro games. Even though they're like, all the games I named aren't really that retro. I wonder what's considered retro gaming, like 10 years ago? If it's 10 years ago, then Skyrim's a retro game. I think maybe 20 years would be retro. So anything that's like, you know, PS1, maybe PS2. Xbox would be considered retro gaming now. Like Halo 2 is probably a retro game. Or what we'll get for our last fish. I wonder if you get an achievement when you hit 300. There we go, guys. We got a sickly fish. That's not great. Alright, so there we go, guys. We are officially 300. And all the professions we're currently leveling: engineering, mining, cooking, first aid, fishing. And we got 150 riding. Now it is time for us to head to Undercity. Oh, look at that. Finally somebody came here. Should we kill him? Ivermectin? Should we have a final battle? He's gone. See me thinking about it, he's like, I'm out of here. Alright, off to Undercity we go. Okay. So the plan now is to put whatever we got onto the auction house, which is a lot of stuff. We'll sell whatever junk we got. Gonna need this. I think these meats. It's a lot of fish. I wonder if I should sell these fish. Like, they don't sell. I don't think they sell. Maybe they do. Really, we're only getting like 2 gold off of them, or we vendor them for 14 silver.
I have exactly what you need.
Okay, what are we putting up there? Tools. What's our mining pick? I think everything else can go up. You know, these we want to get rid of. I want to keep, I should say. I just sell the night crawlers, but I don't think people buy them though. The baubles we'll keep. And the rune cloth. Alright, so that's good. Try to sell everything else. And let's see how we did. Looks like our inbox is full. Hopefully it's not full of stuff that didn't sell. That could be the case. See how we do here. Oh, we got a bomb back. I should probably put those back in the bank. I think some baubles too. Oh, these rune of teleportation. Alright, so we're making a little bit of coin here. It's like this. Some of the fish are selling. Explosive sheep sold. People like those. And our inbox was full, which means we should have a decent amount of sales. Oh, here comes a bunch of other stuff. Guess that's why it was full. Our bags are gonna get full pretty quick here. Okay. All right.
Be quick about your business.
I think that's it. Oh yeah, these two.
Dark lady, watch over
Alright, so yeah, it's just no more sales. We made 50 gold. Which is alright. Alright, here we go. Time to sell. Surprised there's only 54 items. Oh, 155 auctions. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of white scale salmon. We have like over 40. Cool how it shows you the name of the person you're undercutting, so you can kind of see who you are in a battle with. depending on the market you're selling to. I probably get undercut like an hour after I put everything up. It's probably like certain times when you want to post. I think the time that I'm posting at probably isn't the best. Go. We are done posting. Let's see what we got in here. We'll try to sell some 20 stacks, see what we can do. If there's anything else we can't sell. 50 gold for a 20 stack of thorium. I'll put it up to 45 and we'll see if we can get a quick sale. See how these ones are doing. 20 stack of white scale salmon for 139 gold. There isn't much up there. These are mine. I'll put them up for 139. 39. What was it, 79? We'll just undercut them by 1 silver. But yeah, that'd be awesome if these actually sold for this much. I don't think they will, but we'll give it a try. The raw knife and not a lot up here. I'm currently selling them for a gold 99. So 40 gold would be... I think we'll try to sell a 20 stack for 50. Kind of overcutting, but selling for a lot. Because we're already undercutting ourselves. I think that was a lightning eel for 50, whatever. We'll see if that sells. And then we got these fish that are like really cheap. Like you're lucky to get 20. I tried to sell them for 20 silver. I don't think they sold. Maybe they did. Still making a little bit of coin off of a 20 silver sale though. I think these are the same thing. We're making like 6 silver. 8 gold on that one. So these are actually, there's not too many of these. I'll try to sell these for 7. Make it look like it's somewhat of a deal. And then these are 20 silver. Oh, people got some thorium widgets up there. They're selling for 3 gold still. $36 gold for a 20 stack. Yeah, hopefully those sell. And the baked salmon, I don't think anybody wants that. Anybody buying baked salmon? No. Is that me? I put the baked salmon up? Yeah, I doubt that's gonna sell. We'll vendor all the baked salmon. Sometimes I get tricked in thinking that it's raw white scale. don't think anybody wants the big
Quick
salmon.
about your business.
Too sure if anybody wants the tender wolf steak, though. It's an alright buff.
Do not.
And we'll put
Be quick about your business.
all this stuff up. We'll just put all this stuff up here. Just want to have like clear bags. Like just vendors. Actually, these sell. Elixir Dream Vision just hasn't sold yet. Hold on to that. And we'll keep everything else except for these. Alright, so we're pretty packed up on stuff, and I think we're going to be ready to go out to Outland.
Trust no one.
There we go. Bags are ready to go. We got some gold. Enough to get flying when we get out there. But that is going to be the end of today's episode, and also the end of Travis's journey to level 60. Next episode, we will be venturing off into Outland. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.